Hi you guys, happy short MEA week this week. As you'll see as you open up our daily doc for today, things are going to look a little bit different today. You get to choose when you want to complete this work during our short week, knowing that this will all be due Sunday night, October 18th. So we will not have any live teaching for the 8th graders this week, but please send me an email or reach out to me if you have any questions while you're working. So we've got this divided into 3 chunks, so you can kind of choose when you want to complete these chunks. You can do them all at once or one at a time, so forth. But our first chunk is just taking a quick minute to reflect on our Unit 1 test. So very first here, this was a very strong test for our class. Our class average was a 95%, so wonderful, wonderful job on that, you guys. I'm super proud that we've now made it through one unit. We've done some great notes, some great practice, and we're getting used to our new hybrid schedule as we navigate school this year. So wonderful job. That's a huge accomplishment. So first thing I want you to do is read your scores if you haven't already. So if you enter into Student View, you're going to see a big long breakdown of your test. So the first score you're going to see is labeled the Unit 1 test. This is out of 24 points. And then directly following that test, you're going to see the breakdown of each of our targets. So our first target was multi-step equations out of 6, literal equations out of 6, solving inequalities out of 6, and compound inequalities out of 6. So this really detailed breakdown should allow you to understand what parts of the test went really well for you and maybe what parts are still some areas where you could use a little bit more practice. Next, if you want to go and see some further feedback, if you sign back into Desmos using Google and open up your Intermediate Algebra Unit 1 test and sign in with Google, you will see kind of on the side here this red new feedback or a little notification on your activity that says the IA Unit 1 test. And if you see that, that means I've left you some comments. And when you open up your activity, if you see a green message icon, click that message icon, and on the right-hand side of your screen, all of the comments from your test should pop up. So if I've left a comment, that typically means something was incorrect. So read that feedback as you are making sense of what went wrong. I also left some comments on the challenge questions if you tried those. So on the challenge questions, I left some comments if you got it correct or if it was incorrect. So open up that activity, check out your feedback if you want to see even more details about how that test went for you. Now, relearning and retake, even if you did very well on this test, I want to talk through this process because this is what it will look like this year. So if you're looking to do a retake, the first thing, if you scored anything less than a 6 in any of our categories, so let's see, 5 or below, in any of our categories. So basically, if you missed any points, you are open to retaking those parts on the test. So if you did very well on, let's say, the first 3 learning targets, we'll give an example here. Let's say you got a 6, 6, 6, and a 2. If you came into retake, you would not take the whole test again. You would just take the areas that you feel didn't go as well for you. So you get to choose which areas you want to take again, but you would take that one learning target or those multiple learning targets. You wouldn't need to take the whole test again. So the relearning process before you can come in and retake. First off, all of your practice assignments must be in for the unit. So if there's anything missing in there, your first order of action is that you need to get these missing assignments in order to retake your test. Please let me know if you need any help finding where these assignments are or if you need any help completing them. So pay close attention in the grade book, in your student view, that the date is always put in front of our assignment. So if you find the daily doc that goes along with that date, you should be able to find the activity. Then I need you to complete test corrections for your unit test. So going and opening up your Desmos test, reading my feedback, and actually changing your answer, typing it directly into your test, your new answer. And if you need any help on these corrections, please reach out to me, but I gave some pretty detailed feedback, so I think that feedback will help you. Now, as soon as you finish step 1 and step 2, then you can sign up to take a retake. So all I do need you to do is send me an email to sign up for a retake time. And our retake time for this test is going to be this Flex Friday, which is Wednesday, from 7:45 to 8:45, so bright and early. You're going to log into a Zoom with me, and we will do the test, however that looks together. Okay, so send me an email when you finish step 1 and 2, and we can sign up for a retake time together. If this date doesn't work, also please let me know, and we'll come up with another plan. So what I need you to do, everybody, if we're retaking or not, is step A, you're going to fill out this Google form. I want you to give me a quick reflection on how your unit test went. And, oops, this should be letter B here. On letter B, this is optional. Letter B is if you're wanting to retake, here's the relearning document posted here. So you can read that a little bit closer. But everybody here fills out letter A. And then you are done with chunk number 1. Great job, you guys.